global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. The floods have really been biting deep in Nigeria. One of the worst hit states includes, but not limited, in Nigeria to Kogi State. Anambra have felt strong hit. Biafra is not even out. In fact, to make matters very interesting, the community where the former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Obele Jonathan, also had a fair share of it. A whole lot of cities and communities in Nigeria have been submerged by this flood. It was, according to news, was traceable to the dam released by the neighboring country, Cameroon. But right now, one of the presidential aspirants have also asked that campaigns be stalled just a little while, commiserate with the flood victims and see how they can, bring relief to them. They're not just Nigeria, they're not just in Nigeria, but they're also Nigerians living in Nigeria, and they should, get some support. Of course, the likes of Reno Onkre decided to close chase over the statement. Said something about Peter Obi trying to, live some sort of fake life, not trying to get momentum and all that. That is not sincere, really. But if you check the antecedent of Peter Obi, you will agree with me that in the Haiti situation, he was also at the top forefront of the matter, where he took permission to go commensurate with the Haitians. Now, this is not Haiti. Now, this is Nigeria. Nigerians, it happening in Nigeria, and he, of course, decided to do this, and this is quite noble of him. Well, according to me, you're going to see footage of at the background and seeing a video where church service is going on, regardless of the flood. They had to come to service with Kano. But let's go straight to the news. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, visited the flood victims in Benue State, where he donated 5 million naira to the flood victims. Peter Obi met with them, consoled them, and also told them it will be all right. He gave them some words of hope and also donated 5 million naira to them. Peter Obi also entered a canoe to see the affected places in the state. The people were very happy, and his kind gesture as they shouted, "Obi, Obi, Obi." At the moment, many of them came close to him to take pictures and photographs with him, and also told him that they are obedient and they will vote for him in 2023. Peter Obi also said that he would keep his campaign on hold, for now, to make sure the flood victims are well taken care of, and also to make sure that they are all right. The kind gesture of Peter Obi put smiles on the faces of many of the flood victims in Benue State. Peter Obi is likely to visit several other states that have been affected by the flood in Nigeria. And Nigerians, do you need encouragement to see that this guy is kind at heart? You can imagine he's going to put his campaign on hold just briefly to ensure. See, if you miss this person, you want to vote politicians. You don't want to vote somebody who cares. At least when they talk about the insecurity going on in the country, when he's sleeping, he cannot sleep with his two eyes closed because his conscience will be hitting him. These people are now, look at. He had to even tell other presidential aspirants, please, can we just, this is our country, for crying out loud. And these are Nigerians in Nigeria suffering this menace. Can we not just do politics now? Okay, we have a lot of days, about 121 days, 120 days, although some days have been spent already. We can do this. Can we not? These are the same people who are willing to govern. Can't you just feel their plight, feel their pains? And come on, these guys are billionaires. They can actually afford a lot. This one is from him, 5 million. It says it's not going to be one day, going to be continuous. Hopefully, they will see succor. Have you seen that even in when they say Peter Obi is a social media sensation, he's walking the talk. He's already at the forefront. Please, I want to ask don't be angry, just a small question. Has Tinubu visited the flood victim in recent time? Baba needs to be strong. Baba's nature needs to enter boats. How? With all his security. Peter Obi is one man army. You see him, he drags a trolley. He does not have time for a special squad following him, although he needs that special squad. But you see him As a young viral man, he has to go. Don't forget that just fairly recently, the likes of Dino Malai was trading words with FFK over the health status of Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar, some days back, was not in the country, was in Paris. FFK believed that Atiku Abubakar traveled because he slumped at the airport, he's not well. Dino believes the opposite, that he actually just came to Paris to do one or two things, probably to relax. But there are flood victims in Nigeria, and they have not visited them. They are visiting Paris. Nigerians, we don't need storytelling. It's up to all of us. Our PVC should change the narrative. And it's up to you and I to do that. That's going to wrap it up. Let's watch all the series of videos. See the moments where victims were actually going to church with Kano in Nigeria here. And also see the moments also where Peter will made his promises. Have a nice time. God bless.
I don't know where to start. I wouldn't have imagined what is there. But please, on behalf of the vulnerable children that are here, and maybe in other camps, I'll try to do whatever I can do quickly to support, and I'll make sure that if you give me an account today, I will start with the little way I can. And if today I can start with a sum of 5 million naira. I go on, we will be once. We'll go on to see what we can do to support you. I could not believe this is possible. We're in Nigeria, this is happening in Nigeria. Let's continue to have faith in Nigeria. Thank you. Remain prayerful to God. Remain prayerful to God. God will ensure that you go back as soon as possible to your houses and to your villages.
Bring the boat.